Who'd have thought you could see water this clear? Do you think we should drink it? I thought they put this stuff in bottles to make money. On today's episode, we are Swamp Fox, Overland, and Outdoor.
Well, good morning. And we are about to take a trip over to Ocala National Forest to Alexander Springs. We're getting the truck all packed up. Go ahead and pack it to the brim, because why not? It's gonna be a great time.
We started our 6-hour-long trip from North Charleston, South Carolina. Made our way south and figured we would get hungry sooner or later.
I don't know why that said 7 hours. 3:41 with that's without eating, obviously, but
So 4.
say eating takes 20 minutes, 4 o'clock, and then say 20 minutes for bathroom breaks and stuff, or 30 minutes, 4:30.
To 4. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Jollibee!
Jollibee. Oh, and we can't really pass it. They're stopping in this lane.
When you know that you watched too much Final Destination.
Well, see, I didn't watch Final Destination, and I still know about it.
It lives on!
We finally got ourselves out of South Carolina. Then, made our way out of Georgia. And finally, we made our way across the state line of Florida. But no trip to Florida is complete without a stop to Jollibee. This Filipino-inspired chicken joint rivals any fast food in the land.
We're here, and I want mass amounts of food. They have mamon and ensaymada. Mass amounts of food.
We then made our way across the state westbound.
Where's guns? Damn, man.
That guy looked like an older version of Troy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Same facial structure and everything. Same red hair, no, like, red beard, no hair. The beard was shorter, though.
Yeah, go figure we'd see a friend's doppelganger down here.
His house was a rain.
No.
Yep, I'd be wrong about the rain. And finally, we reached Alexander Springs Campground. What a pretty place.
Very nice back here, though. It's very well kept there. They did a good job, I think.
Camp post?
Campos. Alright, so here's D.
Right there.
Alright, look for 53. 50. Alright, 53 is the next one on the left.
Yep.
There's our spigot. We got a water spigot.
Oh yeah, nice and tucked in.
I like
and
it.
the truck will be in front of us too.
So first look at our campsite. It's kind of tucked in here, which was really exciting. That was one of the big draws since we're tent camping. We're like, you know what? We don't have a lot of protection and whatever. Kind of want just a really nice campsite to spread out. But look at all this space. It's actually a really tall fire ring. We're not planning on using that one specifically. In the distance, that's kind of nice that the bathrooms are right there. Normally we don't love that, but in this case it's kind of nice. There's a little bit of rain in the forecast. They do have animals that come out, so here's our bear box, and we are going to use that. And grills if you need it, and hangers for trash. So nice little place. I think this will be a nice spot for today.
Queen, and queen, and queen, and queen, and king, and king, and king, and the king. I just want solitaire.
All right, well, we did it so far. It's nightfall now, but we have a fire going and we set up camp in the rain. Think we're doing okay. So think we deserve a beer. Well, these are looking really good. We just put the steaks on. Probably going to be another 6-7 minutes, but it's looking really good. Not bad. We decided to turn it in a little bit early. It's raining outside still. I don't know if you can hear it on the tent, but not terrible. But we just figured we'd go ahead and let the fire die down. But anyways, pretty simple setup. We've got a table in the middle here, 2 cots. What I really love about the cots is plenty of storage space underneath, and that table helps out a ton right there. And then this way I can sit on the edge and not have to sit my butt on the ground. So there's always that. But yeah, this tent is a Magellan Swift Rise hub 4-person tent, and it's got this LED lighting around the top that's really cool. Comes in really handy so that you don't always have to carry a flashlight. But not bad. I think we're gonna hang out and play some games for a little bit, and then turn it in. Okay, welcome to day 2 of the Ocala National Forest. Get a chance to show you the campground. Got our tent. It's a Magellan Swift Rise Pro hub, I think. And it's a wonderful tent. It's one that can pop out in 60 seconds or less, so makes it pretty well. We always put an easy up over our table because that's our hub. A couple things out. This area tends to have critters, so they've got a bear box. It's pretty great. That's where we keep all our stuff now. There's a fire ring, but we ended up bringing this knockoff solo stove. It's an Outrun knockoff solo stove that I got off of Amazon for 40 bucks, and it's pretty damn good. And this is what I'm up to this morning. Kind of set up my station. Playing some ham radio. A Yaesu FT891 with an LDG Z100 Alpha hooked up to a Wolf River coil antenna with 17-foot whip. Goes way up there. It's not bad. Not bad, but... And then in the distance, you can hear some of the hunters already getting started. So, anyway, it's going to make myself some coffee, and it's a good morning. So this little contraption is actually a French press, made by Stanley. You boil water in here and you throw your coffee in the bottom, and just like a French press, this is actually a press, even though it's got a spout. But then that's how you filter your coffee. Make it whatever strength you want. It's a pretty nifty thing to have here in the campsite. Now I can get some coffee. So we're on the way to the camp store, and they've got a day use area to where everybody heads to the springs. So I would imagine this is to supplement that area, because it says come in for a drink or a snack. Is that what we thought we saw?
Yep.
But anyways, go figure, because of all the bear boxes and all of the bear activity supposedly, there's a bear over there. So we'll get a better look. Okay. Be bear aware.
Welcome to Alexander Springs. Alexander Springs is one of Florida's 27 first magnitude springs, each of which produce more than 64.6 million gallons of water a day. Alexander Springs actually discharges 80 million gallons a day itself. The picnic area is on the site of a shell mitten, a large mound of shells and crayfish. That was the diet of the Timucuan Indians. We were sorely disappointed that the nearby Timucuan Nature Trail was closed, on which signs described the plants that were used by Timucuan Indians. Apparently, the boardwalk was rotting away and unsafe for the public. Also, the area had been inhabited heavily by, you guessed it, bears. We made our way back to the campsite to meet Hannah and Craig.
Two. I still like two.
This is... Which one's two? This one?
Two.
This one?
Facing me.
Facing you now?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like two. It's hot. I still want fire. Hey!
Oh!
And they brought the good beer.
Don't press.
And then back to the spring to explore.
All right, so right now I'm shoulder deep in water, and you can kind of see how far I am from shore, but it's mostly sand and there's a little bit of vegetation on the bottom here, but I'm doing okay. It's very pretty. I can see straight to the bottom. You can see my shadow there. And obviously, I'm neck deep as I traveled a little further, but it's beautiful. And Craig is in. Craig is in.
I want to show you the rock. No.
No, I'm with you. No. I just got lip read.
Watch this. Ready?
After the spring, we went back to the campsite to unwind until Han and Craig had to leave.
Nice, what a bounce. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's so wild. These things are great.
First time ever camping.
Good luck, everybody.
We think she did pretty damn good. We stole this from Hunter and Brittany. The next morning, I took a quick half hour or so to do a Parks on the Air radio activation. You'll see this in another video.
Okay, so we're about to pack up, and this has been a really awesome place. What did you like most about our trip?
Sorry, the mosquitoes. No, I didn't like those. I liked most the fact that we forgot a few things, but it didn't matter because we were able to make do with what we already had with us. And I really liked our campsite. It's fairly secluded, which is really nice. We didn't have a lot of people around us.
Okay. What did you like most about Alexander Springs itself?
The water, how clear it was.
Oh, yeah.
One of One of my fears is fish touching me while I'm in the water, which is why I don't like going in the ocean a lot. But you can actually see the fish, so I was able to just watch them while I was in the water, so that was really cool. You know, in South Carolina, we have the black swamps, or, you know, the ocean, and it's not something I necessarily want to go swimming in, so this was cool. And the fact that it's December 10th, December 9th, and we're able to be outside. I could be in a t-shirt if I wanted to be in shorts, and it's great.
Oh, cool. And then lastly, what would you add or change about our current camp setup?
Our pantry.
That makes sense.
Right. We've got 1, 2, 3 or 4 different boxes plus a bag, and it would just be nice to be able to kind of condense or consolidate our pantry situation.
That makes sense. Pantry. As Swamp Fox continues to go on these excursions, one of the biggest things that we always try to figure out is, how do we optimize our camp setup? How do we figure out what to bring, what not to bring? Oddly, you know, we tend to find ways to just continue to pack out the truck, right? So anything that you can condense or make smaller is really important. We wanted some entertainment. You know, Marsha bought a cornhole set that was actually really cool, that was very condensed and very functional, which was really awesome. And that was a really cool thing to play when we had Hannah and Craig at the site. You know, also, you know, the pantry is always a challenge. What food to bring, how to pack it, where to stack it, all of that, you know, becomes very, very important. But for me, I think the game changer was the solo stove. It was really nice to not have to work so hard to maintain a fire. Not like it's hard to do, but it burns really, really well. I got this thing for like $40, and it's honestly one of the best things that we've added to our pack, because it's a lot more efficient than your normal state park national forest fire ring. So that was a really, really cool addition that we'll continue to pack in our pack. And then even if you're setting down somewhere that's not really a sanctioned campground and does not have a fire ring, you can make a fire and you can even cook on it as well, which is really great. So those two things were really cool. Alexander Springs itself was absolutely gorgeous. You can see all the way to the bottom. If you're underwater with a set of goggles, you can see almost all the way to the other side. The visibility was absolutely top notch. The coolest thing for me is, you know, you pop your head out of the water, and then it's spring water. It's stuff that, you know, they would normally stick in bottles. So I popped up and I took a handful and took a drink. And it's so clean, but I think it was so impactful to be able to go out and swim out and watch the underwater wildlife, the fish. Thank God we didn't see any gators, but they exist out there somewheres. But also being able to see down in the caves. I kind of wish I was scuba certified to go down there. But man, I hope you see it in this video. It's absolutely gorgeous down there. So if you get a chance to make it to Alexander Springs, even if you're not camping, come use the day use area. There's some picnic tables and some bear boxes, so you can make a day out of it. But it is absolutely gorgeous. So we really enjoyed our trip to Alexander Springs, and hope this kind of highlights it for you. So thanks again.
At last, it was time to say goodbye to Alexander Springs. It's such a blessing to be able to explore a place so beautiful. Especially with my love of water, Alexander Springs is unlike anything that I've had the pleasure of seeing, and we were able to experience it head on. Most of all, we were able to share it with good friends. Together, we get to reunite with those special ones that we do not get to see so often and experience something so beautiful and special. Plus, we got to meet the new kiddo. We made time to hang out, share a laugh and a beer, catch up on the current things, and reminisce about those times that have brought us so close over the years. And we got that time away from the norm to recharge and take on the next day. Sharing the outdoors is special to us, and our friends are just as special. Doesn't it make sense to put it together? Thank you for taking the time to watch this episode. If you like what we're doing out here, please feel free to like and subscribe. And make sure to hit the bell to be reminded that we're out here. And, like always, keep the shiny side up, keep all four on the floor, and go out and explore. We are Swamp Fox Overland and Outdoor. Until next time,